So I'm here now at the Adelaide International 3-day event with Shane Rose, another member of our bronze medal winning team at Rio. Shane's just had a fantastic performance on a lovely young homebred horse in the 3-star competition here. Shane, tell me a little bit about Swiper and how you felt he went today.
Today he jumped, he came into the ring and was just a little hot and just sort of ran a little past his distance at 2 and sort of motored down a bit. I felt he's, after fence 3, he really started to settle down and relax a little and jump really nicely through the rest of the course. And just coming to the last, I was a little annoyed with myself, just took a little feel on takeoff and he just got a little hollow and rolled out the last fence. But look, he's very inexperienced. For him to come here and do as well as he did over the weekend, I'm really happy with him. I've only been back a little while. Only had one session jumping at home, so I'm really, he's shown me enough this weekend that I'm really hopeful that he can step up and be a horse of the future.
I think he looks like a really exciting horse for the future, Shane. And you brought Virgil home. You're a fantastic 4-star horse that had such a great performance at Blair Castle in the ERM series this year. He well and truly proved himself that he can gallop up a hill, that he can gallop in the mud, that he can gallop in the rain, and against those fantastic combinations based over in Europe there. So you must be pretty chuffed with Virgil this year.
Yeah, look, really happy with him. He's really just been on an upwards trend, with his dressage, and he's always been a very good jumping horse. His dressage has sort of gone 3 or 4 marks lower, or a few percent higher each sort of season. He's come back and he feels really good. Just the week or 2 I've had with him back home. So really pleased with his performance throughout the time in England. I felt he was really consistent in the dressage. The only bad test I did was at Le Moulin, which was a bit of a shame. But other than that, he was really good in the test. Got over 70% every start. So I'm really looking forward to the beginning of next year. See if I can get down to the 30s with him. Because I feel if I can do that, then he's a really serious medal chance for both World Championships and the Olympics in Tokyo.
So did you feel that spending that time in the UK this year was really a very worthwhile experience for you?
Yeah, well, it was worthwhile just to be amongst that consistent competition at that elite level. It's great. I'd like to think that my performances would have improved if I was back home. But it was a really great experience to experience the English summer and go to their little competitions, and got to ride a lot of Sam's young horses. And the biggest thing I find different from here to back there in England is the consistency of the events. So we've got a few really good events here in Australia. Like Adelaide's as good as anywhere in the world, and I think Sydney 3-day event, if you can get around that, the 3-star there and run to time, along with Adelaide here, you can compete at most events throughout the world. The problem is we've only got a few of them, and we'd love to get more events at that great high standard. And big numbers and the atmosphere that we've got here, but certainly being over there, the consistency is one thing you notice. That if you can't get in the 30s at every event, you're probably you're not going to be in the top 10 in the dressage. So it's good to see, and it keeps you sharp. But I'm confident that I can prepare really well from Australia for the World Championships.
And today in the 4-star here, the hot favourite at the moment would be actually a Kiwi. So I guess in a way it is good to see the New Zealanders coming over here and having a tilt at the 4-star here at Adelaide. And you would have obviously seen Clark compete at other championships as well. And if you were a betting man, would he be your tip today for later on in the 4-star?
Yeah, absolutely. He's a very good jumping horse. I think if Clark does a reasonable job, he'll jump clear. I think you can look at Clark and his performance, and it's a fairly good form line for competing overseas. 2 years ago, Clark was 3rd here, and then went on to Rio, and I think he was the leading rider for New Zealand. and you know, straight after running third here, he ran fourth at Badminton. So I think the form line at the top of the sport over here is pretty good, and yeah, absolutely a classy rider, class act yesterday cross country. Looked like he was countering around a metre class on cross country. So you know, I'm sure he's going to be confident going over to Europe next year and doing well, and hopefully getting on that team for New Zealand.
Thanks, Shane. Great performance today on your young homebred horse Swiper, and best of luck for next year.
Thanks very much.